Welcome to this episode of the FANMEN podcast. I'm DJ Gove.
Chris Davis.
Sean Hogarty.
Hello.
I'm still locked in my house, guys. What the hell?
The only one of us that goes shopping is DJ.
I know.
I look forward to his daily posts about how, people are idiots being in the stores as he's reporting from the store.
There's a fucking guy. It took him 7 minutes to pick up a pack of hot dog buns. I almost killed him. I wanted to slam his head off the ground.
Meanwhile,
go in, get your couple. Get out.
Should we discuss the irony that you're there daily to give us a report as to the idiots in the store?
Not daily. I can't get delivery times. I get up in the morning and all the delivery times are gone.
That's like a week and a half.
Just set up a delivery time like a week in advance, and then
I think it's like next Friday or something.
Yeah, it was a last minute decision. We were actually gonna do like an Easter dinner thing, so I had to go grab a couple small things. So
Jen kept.
I didn't know you were church going folk.
No. But the wife likes Easter. I hate Easter.
It's like all you fuckers that celebrate Christmas. I didn't see any of you at church. You're celebrating the pagan part of it with ham.
6 feet.
And, mac and cheese. Yeah.
Jen went out to Target today because you could order ahead and they would bring things out to the curb. So she ordered groceries. They were delivered yesterday after a week, and she was able to keep adding things to the grocery list during the week. So it was $500 of stuff showed up and made everybody really, really happy. But they didn't have any refried beans. And of course, one of our big staples is, burrito night or whatever. So
you're locked in a house with these people. You do not need refried beans.
You do not need burrito night.
It's quick and easy.
Burrito night leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Suffering leads to beans. So not so coincidentally to the start of, in the U.S., most of the COVID-19 fun and the beginning of teleworking, quarantining, stay-at-homing, all that stuff, something came out a little bit before that, and I kept hearing about it. I kept hearing different people talk about it. I saw random memes and pictures of this incredibly, interesting, shall we say, looking gentleman, sometimes with tigers. I saw, a meme about, a show that had this and this and this and this, and that's just this one guy, so Tiger King.
Yeah. So, Tiger King is a documentary on Netflix, which everyone's seen. I mean, when Sean gets around to catching up, it's been well viewed. Yeah. But
it just takes a pandemic for him to see it, with the rest of us.
Exactly.
That helped.
But yeah, it's this crazy thing. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a big Springer guy back in the day and stuff, and I love a good train wreck.
That is the least surprising thing that's come out of this podcast.
What's a Springer guy?
I used to watch Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer guy.
Jerry Springer. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I used to go over.
I've seen a bit.
Yeah, I used to go almost every night after work. I go over to my buddy Joey's house, and me and his sister would watch Jerry on the couch.
Yeah.
And we'd find out who the father was in every episode.
You.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was Maury Povich.
Oh, I love those too. I love those are great too. But so obviously I was all in for Trainwreck City, and it's kind of funny because it's kind of been dubbed the savior at some point of time. This kept people sane for a week. It took a week tough time out of everyone's life to watch Tiger King.
I mean, there's certainly a large portion of folks that you would imagine watch it and go, okay, I guess I'm a little more normal, sane, or, stable than these people.
Wouldn't that be about 96% of the country?
You'd like to think so, Chris, but no, not that much.
Possibly. The show is batshit crazy to the point where you can't believe it's all real, but I guess for the most part, it's pretty much real.
Yeah, it's definitely got its normal, documentary slant, dramatization of stuff.
Yeah, it's real to the point that it's their opinion of what's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not a lie if you believe it to be true.
Exactly.
So I think you guys saw it before I did.
Not much.
No, you guys finished before me. I had to catch up.
That's right.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I mean, I was interested because it felt like the type of thing where I didn't want to miss out. And I did have a little more available time than normal. Holy death of DJ!
Sorry, allergies.
Did you eat the Tiger King?
Furball. See, this is why you don't want animals in the house.
Yeah.
Meth lung.
Meth lung. I really like true crime, documentaries, miniseries. I love that stuff. We used to watch Forensic Files, every episode of Forensic Files. I could still hear that music and that dude's voice. And this one I didn't actually find it compelling. I didn't really enjoy watching it. It certainly was a train wreck, but there was no clear through line, right? It was just this onion that kept opening of all these different, wait, what? Really? Every one of the four main kind of players, I don't remember the names, but Carol Baskin, that bitch Carol Baskin is the refrain.
Lovely.
Doc Antle and woman.
Doc Antle, who was the Tiger King dude? Joe
Exotic.
And then
I'm really stuck with him.
Yeah, I don't remember shit.
The Tiger King, John Pacific.
The Tiger King, Joe Exotic. It's been a long day. And then the dude from Vegas who kind of sweeps into Joe Exotic and takes,
Yeah.
All four of them they were strange or interesting, right? They had unique lives, unique context, backgrounds. Doc Antle is
your hero?
No. Right. The more you see of him, you're like, this guy is wrong. I saw a comment. Somebody said, what you learn from Tiger King is that anybody who works with big cats is probably perverse. I actually for several years worked around tigers. And I didn't work closely with the tiger keepers, but I spent a lot of time around them. There was a tiger, chimp, and elephant show that I did sound for and stuff. And I don't remember the people that I worked with and around being that off. But everybody in this documentary struck me as, folks that were, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't make them up if you tried?
No, And this was some fever dream shit. So if anyone doesn't know, the show follows the main storyline of the documentary. It's not a show. It's just like a fiction. It's a docuseries. Follows a guy named Joe Exotic. That's like his name he gave himself. He owns a big cat zoo in Oklahoma. Because everyone knows Oklahoma is where you go to see jungle animals, right?
Right.
So Joe Exotic is a tiger wrangling, gay, polygamy practicing, drug doing psychopath hick, basically. Yeah, he's Kennedy. He's Kennedy with the cat. But so it follows him and the guys who work for him.
Yeah.
At the zoo, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it focuses mainly on his feud with a lady named Carol Baskins, who's supposedly the head of some tiger rescue place, but treats the animals worse than he. I don't know. It's crazy.
In the documentary, she certainly comes off as a holier than thou person that shares a lot of characteristics with the person she's feuding with. Right. I did, some of what is out there is that, there's the cats have a lot more room to move, that the little cages and stuff that we saw and the people coming through that we saw in the show, that's like, a charity day or a donor's day or whatever.
Feeding cages or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes more sense.
True or not.
Yeah, but you certainly don't see anything that makes you think that the cats under her care are any better off than the cats under Joe's care. And I think that's probably a little bit of a slant.
No, and it's just as cultish as Doc's affair.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When you're going through the level of insurance, you're working.
Yeah.
It kind of is. You're working your way up through the color-coded T-shirts here.
Right. You just don't have to, as a matter of course, sleep with your boss, which seemed to be Doc Antle's, fundamental thing.
Well, he was like a shaman. I mean,
yeah.
You're doing it.
Yeah, that was weird shit.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea of, right, the dad who drops his daughter off there to start her internship and, and just leaves her there for a couple of years. How would you feel if you later, figured that out? Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. So the thing is, like, everybody in the show is like, they're characters. These people are like, you're not your average run of the mill. So
yeah,
let's just go over a couple of the nutbags in the show.
All right.
So first off, I got the list up here. So first off, there's a.
What, you don't want to use my random pulling out of my butt misnaming of everybody?
No.
John.
Yeah. So first up, there's a girl who works at the tiger place called Saf, and I think it's in the second episode. Saf has her arm ripped off by a tiger.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her. She was actually one of the most compelling characters in the whole series for me.
Yeah.
Because she actually, even though she's crazy,
semi-grounded.
Yeah, she seemed semi-grounded.
Losing an arm will do that to you.
Well, yes, that's true. We only actually talk to her as the audience after the arm's ripped off. We see footage of her and some interviews with her before that, but primarily it's after she's lost an arm.
She seems the most grounded and has zero malice towards anyone else.
And not a lot of, she doesn't have a lot of, no underlying motivations of using the cats or the people or the money or very straightforward, relatively, Yeah,
and besides the fact that she lost part of her arm from a tiger bite, seems like a fairly normal person. She's the last one, by the way. She's one of a kind. There's no other ones.
Yeah.
So next up on the list is Josh, who was the Walmart ammo counter clerk, who becomes Joe Exotic's campaign manager when he runs for governor.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about him.
He might have been the most well-spoken out of all of them.
Yeah, and the most traumatized, potentially.
Yeah.
Right? I don't even want to think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I think he showed up about, I want to say, episode 4 or something like that. He was, halfway through.
Out of 7, Except
when
there's another one coming on in a couple days.
There is.
Maybe tomorrow.
But,
I don't have any more brain cells left to give.
I know, seriously. But yeah, so Josh was interesting. Like I said, in the crazy thing about Josh is, like I said, he worked at Walmart where Joe bought all his bullets.
Yeah.
And where Joe picked up, he used to get expired meat from Walmart to feed the tigers with, or some shit like that.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
He used to feed the freaking tigers Tyson chicken strips and shit from fucking Walmart. I don't know. But yeah, so he becomes his campaign manager, and one of Joe's husband's names was Travis, I think.
Yep.
Ooh, he's the young pretty one.
Yeah, the drug head.
Yeah.
So Josh,
he was the second
room,
one. Yeah.
The second one, yeah. So Josh is the guy who's in the room with Travis when, spoiler, Travis shoots himself in the head by accident and kills himself.
Yeah, it certainly does seem like an accident. Misunderstanding, that a round was chambered. But yeah.
I kind of feel like you buried the lead there. You took the one kid that showed up normal and immediately took him to, accidentally blowing his head off.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the show was, though. It's like, hey, here's this guy. Hey, this happened.
The show was a series of Gallagher smashing watermelons. And then you watch the same thing over and over again. No pun. I mean, it wasn't tied specifically to, but...
Yeah.
But that's what... there was a loose thread. Here's the crazy guy in, the shiny clothes. And here, how can we shock you again? And guess what? It's going to get worse next time.
Yeah.
My one take on this, you and I had a little text conversation, Sean, as we were catching up to DJ here. Once I got through 2 or 3, it became more of a obligation to watch, rather than having any real interest in the subject matter.
Well, it didn't. So it did that thing where the last like 20 seconds or less of the episode was a left turn, right turn, and up. It just takes a corner, but normally that draws you further into a mystery, a path, a destination. You're like, oh, what the hell? Here, they are
like
literally
making a murderer.
Yeah.
Making a murderer
Yes.
actually had, and there was actually like real facts and investigation and stuff like this. This seemed like a collection of misfits that were all trying to maximize their 15 minutes.
And every time you hit that opening to the next misfit or the next situation, it didn't really follow from the previous episodes. It was just literally like, oh, and now let's peel back another layer, and you can see that this train wreck is happening on the deck of the Titanic. And then we'll pull back further and see that the Titanic that's holding the train wreck is on the back of a plane that's headed into the side of a mountain. Yeah, I mean, it's just, but none of these things relate to one another at all.
No, it's like, oh, here's Joe getting mad.
Yeah.
Oh, here's him getting attacked in a tiger. Yeah, it was weird. It was disjointed.
Yeah. Well, now I think about it. What the hell did Doc Antle have to do with any of this?
This was a marketing thing.
Another one of these tiger guys.
Right. But he wasn't part of a plot. He wasn't part of a tie. He was an external context for, these cat people are crazy. And he bought one or sold one. Yeah.
He knew the two of them, but...
Yeah, and was a compelling character himself. I mean, I imagine the... bad on me for... Of course, I can't remember the characters. Why would I remember the name of the guy who made the documentary? But can you imagine this guy starting out with a compelling, what the hell is this guy and his zoo and his menagerie of husbands and his reality show of... his producer in the reality show that's only online and all that stuff. And then to have it go this direction, right? All these other things happen. It's a documentarian's dream. But still...
To have a murder for hire plot as you're filming?
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't really get much better. There's arson, there's tons of stuff. I hate arson where there's no backups. That's, damn shame.
Sean's biggest tragedy is that the tapes weren't backed up in the cloud somewhere.
Hey, man, you got to have Coop.
That was kind of the point, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you brought up Doc Antle, so let's go over him. So he's another one of these tiger guys. Seems to be like a different, like a higher class tiger guy, I guess. He's got a nicer place. And he's got lynxes and elephants and shit.
And
I don't know. It looked a little nicer. Well, it's not in Oklahoma. He's in he was in Florida, Carolina, or something like that.
He has more money.
He was in Georgia.
He's in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah,
I'm the one that liked it the least, and I know the fact. God damn you two.
Hey man, you don't come to me for facts about entertainment. I have facts.
Yeah, and he's the guy. He's got he's like the sister wives guy. He's got a whole bunch of like wives.
Yeah, very much big love. Yeah.
Big,
he seems
big
to be
love
like
without the
religious
basis, though, right?
Well, he has his own religion.
Yeah,
he's his own religion.
It was a religion.
Yeah.
He's the founder. He's the he's his own Scientology, basically.
He learned from some other old guy that had a bunch of wives, and it was passed down.
Yeah, but he hangs out with Shaq, so I mean that's that's what legitimizes him, right? And wasn't he?
He got a magic dick. You sleep with him and you're in.
There you go.
You're saved. He's got the savior cock.
There's chimpanzee birthday parties, minion birthday parties for the chimps, so it's worth it just for that, right?
We won't talk about the crematorium on site.
No.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Again, not plot related or really important contextually to any through line. Just that's kind of weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is a freak show of a show. It's not a story. It literally is, you pays your money, you sits there for the 50 minutes, and you get your freaks. And then you go 7 times and you're done, not having accomplished anything other than checking the box of having observed said freaks.
Exactly.
Pretty much, yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
Okay,
Sean
so next on the character.
Smart. Like it.
I need booze. I've reached my whiskey point.
Running low.
So next up on the character list is Joe's other husband, John.
Yeah,
and it seems like neither one of this guy's husbands was gay, which is, or at least all gay. I don't know.
Well, you know,
but you got 4-wheelers and you got dirt bikes and you got guns and you got meth.
And you got meth, right? I mean, there's the normal continuum of human sexuality, and then one's placement or at a moment in time on that continuum when involved with toys and drugs. It can
describe
slide.
the toys, Sean.
Yes, Sean. What kind of toys?
The 4-wheelers, the guns, the tigers. Were there toys in that?
I've never known a 4-wheel to be a sexual toy. Well, okay.
Hey, man, don't talk to me. None of those.
I was leaning in close. I'm like, tell me more.
Tell me more.
Hold on, let me dim the lights.
So one thing about this guy John is that he ended up leaving Joe, and he ran off with the chick who was the secretary at the Tiger Zoo, I guess.
Yeah, she was like the accountant, worked the front desk.
Yep.
Yeah, but this guy, so if you haven't seen it, this guy's got like 3 teeth, or I guess he has veneers that he wears.
His teeth are beautiful now.
Yeah. But in like all the interviews, he's got like 2 teeth, and he's got all these horrible tattoos everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's my favorite meme from this whole thing is that they have a picture of Dave Bautista from wrestling. It says what? and it says something like it says like Amazon.com. Then a picture of this guy John. It says Wish.com.
Oh.
And it cracks me up every time. So
he was
another
probably
one of the many husbands.
Yeah, the 2 husbands were some of the most tragic figures, right? They were. Well, actually, I guess there is a parallel between Joe Exotic and Doc Antle, in a sense that you got a couple young people influenced by a very strangely charismatic person. And that lifestyle that he brings them into with the animals and the personality in the TV show and all these different things. But really, they just needed, they wanted fun and somewhere to belong and, stuff most young people want. And they happen to end up in a situation where they got that, but it really wasn't ultimately good for them, and you could see a lot of that.
It was the chocolate factory.
Oh yeah.
Did they ever explain how Travis ended up there? You got this 19-year-old kid from Southern California. Why the fuck are you going to Oklahoma?
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, there was some with his parents there. There was some different things. I found, I did find some of it, kind of touching. But again, not relevant, right? Some of the emotional bits, the wedding and stuff. There were some what appeared to be honest feelings and human emotion and stuff. But as soon as you pull back, it's just a disaster.
You found the wedding touching?
Aspects of it. I don't remember the specific thing.
Which one?
He liked the shirts.
And how?
Yeah, the deep fuchsia. Tuxes at the second wedding were a little awesome.
At the VFW hall or whatever the hell.
I mean, where else are you going to have a wedding in Oklahoma? I apologize. I've been to a friend's wedding in Oklahoma, and
was it at a VFW hall?
It was not. It was very nice.
I was going to apologize. But,
yeah, the marriage ultimately didn't last. It was so far my knowledge of Oklahoma marriages is.
Did you know Travis?
No, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, that's unfair. I have an old good work friend who's now a pastor in Oklahoma. So I should not talk too poorly about Oklahoma. Yeah, he's a wonderful dude, wonderful wife, great kid. Yep,
good football team.
Exactly.
Okay, so So the thing is, so with this show is like
get us back on the rails, DJ.
Yeah. So like Chris said, I think it was Chris said, there wasn't like a whole lot of linear thought throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because usually you get to like halfway through episode 4, this thing jumps the fucking rails. Yep. It goes nuts. And one of the main reasons for this is this guy named James Garretson, who is this guy who
name?
That's the whistleblower guy. Who he were at like a strip club in town or something like that, and he ends up coming in. Yeah, exactly.
That guy.
He's got no neck. It goes from here to here.
The dude who rode the jet ski.
That jet ski shot is amazing.
Yeah, that jet ski shot. I thought nothing could beat the jet ski shots in Eastbound and Down.
Oh my God.
I was so incorrect. So that's what this whole thing is like. If Eastbound and Down was a real thing, basically, that's kind of what it was like.
It
had a little candy powers to it.
I want to see what's that actor's name?
Danny McBride.
I want to see Danny McBride do a dramatization of this. Playing
this thing's already been optioned a couple times.
Has it? Okay.
Yeah. Rob Lowe has one, and then
Rob Lowe.
Kate McKeon is
yeah, Kate McKeon's playing. Yeah,
she's playing Baskin, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
McKinnon. Thank you.
We haven't mentioned the music videos, right?
His albums are amazing.
His album, I haven't heard them.
We'll get there.
Sorry.
We'll
get us back on rails.
Yeah.
So, at one point in time, this whole feud Joe has with this other lady, he pulls in some new friends, and one's this guy named James, right? And they never say exactly where this guy came from, but all of a sudden, this guy comes in and then blows everything apart, gets involved with the FDA and the feds, and was it the FDA? Oh, not the FDA. Which organization was it that? There's a couple of them that went after him, right? Wasn't the FDA one of them?
I don't know.
Food and Drug Administration?
Yeah, it's like Food and Drug Administration. It's
what's the firearm one? What's the firearm?
ATF?
Maybe it was the ATF.
I don't think it was them either.
No, it's the fishing game or something. Wildlife.
Oh, fishing game. Yeah, it's a fishing game. Fishing game.
He got taken down by the fishing license people.
Yeah. He caught a trout without a license. No, but this guy's like, he's almost like a weird like side character from like a Scorsese movie, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's like you talk
I
about
did
the
like this better than The Irishman.
That's only because it took less time to watch. Yeah.
Yeah. I finished Tiger King, and it was 2.5 times as long. So.
Yeah. Couldn't tell though.
Yeah.
Okay, so then also coming into the thing was this guy Jeff Lowe. Jeff Lowe is a guy who shows up with like a rented Ferrari or a rented Porsche and a rented mansion that he's behind on payments of, and tricks this guy Joe to think he's got all this money to help bail him out, and basically steals all his fucking tigers from him, which was like, what the? It was crazy. Yeah. It was nuts.
And he had the tiger bus driving around Vegas.
Yeah, he was like he got a bus in Vegas, and he was like taking the baby tigers back to Vegas, and it's like
he used to manage the Knievel family.
Really?
He made money managing Robbie and Evel Knievel.
Oh,
no shit!
Way back in the day.
Wow.
And he has like chain stores out in like Colorado and Las Vegas. He was making his money from other places.
Really? Crazy. Yeah, he was.
That's it. I got nothing else.
Okay, no, that was good info. That was good intel.
I got nothing.
I got nothing. Okay, so now we're into like the main. Now we're into the main two.
In a giant marshmallow.
Giant marshmallow. Ooh, marshmallow. Peeps.
What did you do, Ray? Yeah, sorry.
Mr. Stay Puft. So Carol Baskins. Carol Baskins is the head of that bitch Carol Baskin. First off, this lady is fucking nuts. Point blank, she's nuts.
Sure.
Completely nuts. So she runs like the Big Cat Rescue place, and she's like, Joe's like Darth Vader kind of. And her
Darth
thing was
Vader with a ring of flowers.
That is such an insult to Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Well, no, bad guy.
She is more like Joe Exotic's dark helmet, something like that. That's
accurate. Yep.
Yeah,
true. You can do that. And I think bad guy, I always go to Vader though, because that's my guy. So, but so this is the lady who married a rich guy when she was like in her 20s, and he was like in his 40s.
Yeah. Who's always they never take folks.
Always a smart.
Always move. Recommend that. Yeah.
Yeah. If I can pull that off somehow, I'll do it. So of course I'm
literally found him on the side of the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Like it's crazy. And then so uses all his money to fund this, tiger rescue dream.
Yep.
And then it gets
how did she get his money, DJ?
This is amazing. The guy just fucking disappears one day. Just disappears. And you'd think that someone who lives on a plot of land with 100 wild fucking animals.
I'm not blowing you kisses.
Yes, you did. Don't lie.
So I mean, obviously she fed that motherfucker to a tiger. There's no way about it. Like people just disappear like that.
It's quite possible.
It takes place in Florida. Of course, it happened. All the shit takes place in Florida,
dude. It's so obvious. OJ is saying, "Yo, that bitch killed her husband."
She clearly did it, and he would know
when the master says it.
Did you see how she dressed the second husband at the wedding?
Just like the first husband.
Chain, all fours.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I forgot. That was disturbing.
You know why? Because he wanted to get his hands on the money. He knows.
Money. You see, the point is, there's one scene when Joe gets, attacked by one of the tigers. And she even says, she's like, well, if you want a tiger to just put sardine oil on it. Like, she fucking knows. Like, she knocked her husband out or shot him or something, covered him in fucking sardine oil and threw him in a tiger pit. Tiger stomachs can dissolve bone. They have the acidity for it. That's what they do.
That was a level of research I didn't do.
Yeah, OJ is watching this, and he's like,
"Hi, Juice.
I should have bought a tiger, man.
I just take her to the fucking zoo. It was all there.
Go. By the way, who knew that you could get a tiger for $2,000?
That's where all the stimulus money's going.
Tigers.
Baby tigers everywhere.
Tigers. Don't worry, Sean. I'm not buying any sideshow statues. I'm going to buy a tiger instead.
No. Negative.
Oh, yes. You need to chain it up outside your house and protect the place.
I'm going to name it Sean.
You can't even buy a tiger pop, DJ.
Tiger Beat magazine?
Yeah, you can have that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, and then, so, in the final, in the best character, obviously, for this whole thing's based off of is Joe Exotic himself.
Yeah.
This guy is, like I think Chris said, you can't come up with this shit.
Nope.
This guy sells his own tiger stripe underwear. He's got 2 husbands, bullet hole tattoos. He burnt down his own alligator pen so he could destroy a bunch of videotapes.
He has his own web show about his crazy
2 albums.
Yeah,
2 albums.
2 country albums that he didn't sing.
It sounded like he sang them.
They already had the other guy who sang them. They got the checks and shit that he paid him. Yeah, some other guy sang them.
Oh,
wow. But he has a web series in which all he does on the web series is tell you how much he hates this chick, Carol Baskins.
And how he's going to kill her.
Yeah, with a blow-up doll with her name on it, and he shoots the thing in the head.
He likes to blow shit up, too. Let's not forget that.
Yep. He's got turquoise necklaces, frilly fucking jackets and vests. It's like...
The dude handed out condoms with his pictures on during a presidential campaign. I mean, why not?
It's like if Larry the Cable Guy and Liberace had a baby.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean,
I feel insulted for both of them.
Well, I think there's got to be something of, this internet age where you can throw yourself out there, and that being out there literally, accessible globally to anybody who might be remotely interested or uninterested, but it takes certain personalities. We've always had a wide range of, people, characters, throughout humanity. It's the nature of the human race to fill all the corners of possibility. But now we have this worldwide communication connection thing that takes those edges and turns up the Q, turns up the resonance on the interesting harmonics of their character nature, right? And reinforces it. Now not only are you able to express your inner weirdnesses, but there's likely to be somebody out there that goes, yeah, more of that. And that reinforces you, and you get bigger and bigger, and that's unusual, because normally in human history, what, you got 100, couple hundred people that you live around, max,
Maybe.
that you might know? Yeah. The odds of somebody being weird in the same exact way you are within those couple hundred people, essentially zero. The internet screws up all of this and ramps up weirdness and the connection to weirdness, as does the ability for people to travel, right? That kid to go from Southern California to the one guy that can really take his life in the direction that ends up with an accidental gunshot in a Tiger Web series, studio with a presidential campaign. I mean, it's just, this doesn't happen
No.
at home.
This doesn't happen in the 80s.
No. Nope.
Because nobody's motivated to go there.
Plenty things happen in the 80s.
There's tons of funny things that happen in the 80s.
Yeah.
But that was my central takeaway from the whole thing. It's the internet's the biggest character in this whole thing. Your two main protagonists are just using the web, begging for likes. Please pay attention to me. Please like what I'm posting.
Yeah, you're right.
Just eyes on me, eyes on me. Yep. And it's just, they keep going like this as they just keep fighting for viewers.
Yeah. That's why
it's like the embodiment of everything that's wrong right now.
Yeah.
We don't care if you watch us or not.
We take our 3 viewers.
Please don't click that little heart. Screw it.
Please do. We need the likes. Please want the likes. Need the
just 4 cents. For 4 cents a month.
You too can sponsor DJ.
Nope.
That's really what it is.
Negative.
I'll send you a binder, and every month you get like a new dinosaur card to put in it.
It's another picture of DJ eating a meal. Cheesy poofs. Cheesy poofs.
I
do have cheesy poofs. Yeah, so this thing start off with being just about guys who illegally house exotic cats into...
Hey, it wasn't illegal when they started. They changed the rules halfway through.
That's true. Unethically, right? Is that a good word?
Sure.
To a huge feud that bankrupts this guy Joe and his parents because he stole a bunch of money from his parents and shit like that, and his whole family hates him. To one husband getting shot, the other husband leaving him with for a woman, to him losing his zoo and getting investigated by the, I don't know, who did I say investigated him? Like the fucking...
Fish and Wildlife?
You went with the FDA. They were coming for bad eggs
CDC?
I don't know what that...
Yeah,
CDC.
The CDC, sure.
He cut a mattress tag off of... no.
SEC, any of them.
Yeah, the FC, there we go. We'll go with that.
All 3 letters.
Any acronym, yeah. FBI.
DIA.
Ooh, yeah.
IAD.
I don't think the IAD...
I don't really... Okay, so where's that? So his parents get bankrupt.
The A-Team? Yeah.
The A-Team came after him?
The A-Team. Yeah, the A-Team came after him.
That would have made this show so much better. Bring the van in. Where's Face?
Mr. T?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just barreling
Face goes undercover.
tiger cages.
Face goes undercover as one of Joe's husbands.
Yeah. Somebody should edit snippets from the Tiger King and put together an A-Team intro. Like with it would be awesome. Yeah.
Like Mr. T works at Walmart. You won't get no expired meat food.
But I want Eddie Murphy doing the Mr. T voice. Hey, boy.
Sure.
Ooh. That'd be awesome. I want the A-Team. I thought when you guys said the A-Team, that's why I'm so tired. I'm so fucking exhausted.
We were talking a lot of other letters, and you just took... We were doing 3 letters. You took 1 letter.
Yeah.
I heard A, and I was like, A-Team. Anyway, so then the guy loses his zoo, and then the feds come down on him. And long story, this lady Carol kills her husband and gets a new one. So long story short, Joe Exotic ends up in prison.
Van at the airport.
Yeah, van at the airport, Costa Rica plane, and whatever.
Yeah,
stole the kid's inheritance. Fuck.
Yeah. It was nuts. But so he ends up in jail.
Oh, you cool cats and kittens.
Oh, you cool cats and kittens. That's what we should name the episode. Cool Kittens.
No.
Yes.
No, it's going to be titled That Bitch Carol Baskins.
No, we can't title it that.
Buy me a tiger, fool. That's the name of the episode.
Buy me a tiger, fool.
I would love a cease and desist from Carol Baskins.
No, we want nothing to do with
we
lawyers.
need the pub.
Two out of the three of us are already dealing with enough lawyers, I think.
I only got two. I have room for another.
You have two. I have one. That gets us the three allowed for the three people on this show.
Well, settle your shit. I got bandwidth.
There we go. Anyways, yeah, so he's
Bring
in
us
jail.
home,
and
DJ. Come on.
So he's in jail, and he ends up selling everyone out, like Doc Antle and all these other guys out to PETA and the feds. And PETA's in here.
4 letters. Yeah.
Yeah, PETA. They're fucking nuts too. Those people suck.
They hated him. Now they're on his side.
Yeah.
Now they like
because they get what they want.
Yeah.
But
bacon.
It's bacon.
I like bacon.
I like bacon. I'm hungry. Bacon. I'm so tired. I'm hungry too now because you said bacon. I'm gonna have a Mickey bar because I got a box of Mickey bars in the freezer.
How do we go from bacon to Mickey bars?
Because
short distance.
Bacon's also in the freezer, but the Mickey bars are an instantaneous eat when the bacon is not. So
you're not trying hard enough. I can make anything an instantaneous eat.
That's why you're snacks.
That's right.
Your snacks, and I'm not, and that's fine. I thought you guys had A-Team. That's why. That's the levels we're at right now. So anyway, so if you so let me ask you guys this. So obviously, like
exactly. I didn't stop singing. It was in my head.
So A-Team, by the way, top all-time theme, all-time vehicle, all-time show. So and the movie wasn't that bad either. Do you guys like the A-Team movie?
No, never saw it. No,
you saw it, right, Chris? With Rampage? Not bad. It wasn't bad at all. It was good. I remember when I was a kid, I had the A-Team van with the little like G.I. Joe figures of the A-Team.
Yeah.
They were awesome. Awesome. So, yep, good stuff. Okay, so where was I at? A-Team, Bacon, Mickey Bar, Carol Baskins, Dead Husband. Oh, yeah. So, do you guys think that this thing would have nearly taken off to the level it did if we weren't all stuck in our fucking houses with nothing new on Netflix to watch?
I think it was pretty far out there before the stay-at-home orders started. Like, we were certainly hearing about, things overseas and, not reacting the way we arguably could or should have. But I certainly heard about it before I was starting to stay home, I believe. I mean, I think I watched it the first week or weekend after, and it's been 4 full weeks at this point, right? So,
yeah,
I saw it.
But I didn't. I probably wouldn't have watched it.
Okay.
If it wasn't for just all of the free time, it's not something that.
Yeah.
And it was more to be able to talk to you guys about it than anything else. I mean, there's a morbid curiosity, I guess.
Yeah.
In this freak show.
A lot of our buddies pumped it up too. Like our online friends, like our buddy Sherry, she loves the thing.
Oh,
so she, at one point in time, dressed up like Joe Exotic. She had like her Yorkie with the friggin' lion mane on everything.
That was hilarious.
This is great.
Yeah.
I think by the time I was paying attention, you already had the celebrities starting to cosplay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You see Stallone?
Once it's kind of jumped the shark to the point of other people trying to harvest it for likes, then I'm gone. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Too far. Yeah. Jumped the shark kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something. The only thing like from an actual like film perspective and documentary perspective that I thought was interesting is very rarely do you get something like this where the guy doing it has the access to talk to all these people live. Usually just you're hearing about people and it's like dramatization.
That's because they're doing it after the events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason it worked is because this was happening as he was filming.
Right. He hit I
jackpot.
won't say he hit jackpot. I disagree. I think he's lucked out in terms of the attention, but the execution. I mean, I'm not sure how much better he could have done because there was not a through line. Right? It's not done yet. There's potential that one of these stories could come to some form of end, but it hasn't yet.
There's been talk like I think was it the Florida branch of the FBI is going to reopen the case looking into her husband's disappearance or something like that.
Did you say the foreigner branch? Like
no, the Florida branch.
Tight
the
red pants or
they're sending ice after her? What?
Florida.
Oh,
Florida.
God. I forgot.
Don't leave it to the governor. That guy's a fucking idiot.
That's how you know DJ is tired, as he stops, with any enunciation whatsoever.
I know. I'm bad enough as normally. I am.
They were saying that Disney might not open until like the end of June, July. It's bad days in DJ land.
Yeah.
No, I was one of those nights where I just couldn't fall asleep last night, and by the time I actually closed my eyes, the last time I saw on the clock was I think 6:18 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I was up for 9,
like
so it just sucked.
I woke up at like 6:30 this morning, but more annoying was Friday morning, where I kind of naturally woke up and I was like, I don't think it's time to wake up yet. I maybe could go back to sleep, but I looked at my clock, looked at my phone, and I'm like, oh, my alarm's going off in 10 minutes. I'll just get up.
Yeah.
Then when I got in the bathroom and had my glasses on, I saw, oh, no, it's not 6:50, it's 5:50, but I was already up. So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just don't like getting older. That's what it was. I don't like birthdays anymore, so I may just do.
Oh, that's right. We should say happy birthday, DJ. You're no
and
longer.
we can use it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Sean can sing to you. You gonna give him a little striptease? No?
I am not singing. I am not singing anything.
Public domain now. Sing, damn it. Sing.
Sing, public domain.
Happy birthday to DJ. There you go.
I've been singing it twice every time I wash my hands, so.
Oh, okay. That works.
Oh, no more. No more 37.
Nope.
No, I know. And because of everything that happened last year with having to redivert funds, stuff like that, I never got my 37 tattoo I wanted to get. So I'm going to have to make up for that somehow.
You don't need a tattoo.
Of course I do. I always need a tattoo.
You don't need anything except financial security and a plan for retirement. Chris is asleep.
I know.
Those of you guys only listening missed it. Yeah.
If you guys had to give a score, 1 out of 10, to the not like just the story arc and how batshit it was, like the quality of the documentary, what would you guys give it?
You go first, Chris.
6.5, 7, somewhere in there.
I'm 6.5.
I don't think it. I mean, it's
wow.
In terms of a documentary, it's barely. It's more of a reality TV show that was kind of thrown together in a mockumentary. It feels more like a mockumentary, like somebody made it up.
Guest movie.
Exactly.
Christopher Guest should make a Tiger.
Yeah, it seems like that. I mean,
yes.
I'm probably being generous because I think the guy started the project, wanting to make a documentary,
and
then realized he could make money off it, taking it in a different direction.
My rating was going to be 3.5 stars.
Out of 5?
Out of 10.
10.
Yeah.
It's definitely not your wheelhouse. So
bring the egg.
I'm really, story and experience is everything for me, and this was experience. But it was just like roadkill, right? It
every episode.
It may draw your
something
eyes
crazy again.
Yeah, as you go by, but really, there's no benefit or utility to having looked at the destruction, right?
I think I sent the text to Sean after like episode 4, maybe.
Yeah.
Like I can feel myself getting dumber every episode that I watch.
Yeah.
Like I'm losing IQ points the longer I commit to this.
Yeah. So in the spirit of Joe Exotic and his pet tigers, let's go top 3 wild animals you would want as like pets to hang out with. Forget danger aside, none of that matters. Just you had to pick a wild animal.
All right. 3. You guys have honorable mentions?
I got one quick one.
All right. So I'll throw it 3 honorable mentions. Dolphins, because I used to work with dolphins. Loved them, but I hate the water and hate the ocean, so I don't want to be dolphin king. Rabbits.
You ever throw passes to a dolphin?
What?
Rabbits?
Did you ever throw passes to a dolphin?
I have not thrown passes to a dolphin.
Ventura?
Rabbits. I love rabbits. Love playing with them. They're relatively easy to clean up after. They chew up your shit, but don't want to be a rabbit king. Elephants.
Oh, no.
Elephants are actually really cool to be around. I did get to spend quite a bit of time around elephants. Got picked up by one once. That was interesting.
What was her name?
So, Bandy. She was one of the banthas in the original Star Wars.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool.
True story.
Ooh. Nice. Sean knows a bantha.
A bantha. But those are honorable mentions. I don't want to be Elephant King either.
Chris, you got any honorable mentions?
Because I'm not a huge animal person at all.
Yeah.
You don't really like anything or anyone.
No, that's not true. I like lots of things. It just usually doesn't involve people. Most of mine are just completely fictitious because, it works. So
I expect you to pick like Beast Boy and Gorilla Grodd and shit.
There's only one actual animal. Yeah. My honorable mention.
Cheating bastard. Yeah.
I like the dolphins and the elephants and the rabbits. My honorable mention would be
I like the rabbits.
The rabbits.
Oh shit.
My honorable mention
for
is
those of you watching on video.
You say Batman?
Batmite.
Oh, Batmite.
That works. He's
exotic.
Like
a little animal. Yeah, he's exotic. See,
yep, absolutely.
He kind of fits into that, and he's in and out and shit.
Sure.
There, Batmite.
Right, so my honorable mention was a rhinoceros. It's my favorite animal, so I picked a rhino, and also maybe a monkey.
That. I thought about rhinos.
Rhinos are my favorite animal. They're my
baby. Have you ever been around a baby rhino?
I have. They actually had one born at Animal Kingdom, and we got to see it.
I had one born when I was working at the park in California, and they are
the best.
They're the best. Yeah,
they are. They're the best animal.
Yep.
Okay, number 3, Sean.
Number 3. My number 3, orangutan.
Ooh.
Combination of hilarity when you watch them just be themselves. They're smart, funny, kind of thoughtful, not that aggressive usually, fun to be around. They're kind of smelly at times, but orangutan. I want to be orangutan king.
Sean Exotic, the orangutan king.
I don't want to be the king of anything. I just picked things I wanted to hang out with.
The Chris Davis. You kind of already are.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Bear from BJ and the Bear.
Yes!
I want a chimp that I can just ride around in like a 70s muscle car with and have adventures in like middle America. Like a 69, 70 Chevelle and a chimp by my side.
Man and his monkey.
Do you remember?
Man and his monkey.
I can't remember which podcast it was from, but Kevin Smith telling, I think it was Mosier, about a version of BJ and the Bear where BJ gives BJ's on the road and then
it's one of the Smodcasts, I think.
Yeah, it was the reason I bring it up is because it's got it's horrible. Never mind.
Okay, my number 3. On that note, my number 3, I'm going a hippopotamus.
Oh yeah.
So it's practical because I live on a lake, so we can hang out in the lake.
It
eats only lettuce. Yes, True. It is. Yeah. True.
Have you ever smelled the output of a hippopotamus?
No.
Yeah.
It's a big lake. But the best thing with hippopotamuses is if you need them to, if you can train them to ride them, they're like an all-terrain attack vehicle. So your enemies best be warned because hippopotamus, they're fast as fuck and they can destroy shit.
The likelihood of you dying while attempting to train your hippo, very high.
This is a fancy top 3 list, Sean. I can train the hippo. I'm
going to mount tell you how delighted I am, how earnest you guys took this.
I'm putting a sway bar on it.
Oh my God. It's
all right. My number 2, capybaras. Have you ever seen capybaras?
What the fuck is that?
They're a special kind of medium-sized dog rodent with funny-looking faces.
I don't know what the jazz fingers are for.
They're cute as hell. I don't know how to describe them. They're
I have to look it up now.
You got to look them up. They were, again, most of these things I've worked with in various ways, and those were just cute as hell and fun.
See, when I brought this up, I didn't realize you were basically like Joe Exotic. You're Sean Exotic.
Yeah. I have some overlaps with him in my history.
You guys have the same knee breaks.
No. Continue.
Eyebrow ring?
Not now.
No. Okay.
Capybara. Your turn, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2.
Don't lie. We know. Sticking with my theme, my number 2, crypto. I want a super dog.
That works. That works. Super dog.
If I'm going to have a mutt next to me. He might as well be able to do something, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I almost put Beast Boy on my list. I'm not going to lie.
Can he fly and get you a beer? I mean, that's perfect.
He can go get me a beer, which, this has been empty for a while. So.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah. And he's like super strong and he's got heat vision and shit. That's a good call.
If you want to rob a bank, he can send the dog. It's perfect.
There you go. Excellent. Cool.
Yep.
And he can kill that bitch, Carol Baskins.
Do you pay him in cryptocurrency?
No, just throw him some kibble. Yeah. Get some of that rhino chow that DJ's going to have,
There we go.
Rhino chow, hippo chow. Yeah.
Hippo chow is lettuce.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is a red panda.
Oh,
I just think they're absolutely fucking adorable.
They are, yeah.
They're like a baby red panda is one of the cutest things on the planet, so that was an easy choice. Red panda, so I can show it off.
And they're delicious.
The other red meat.
Excellent. My number 1. This is very exotic. The basic Housecat. I love my cat Bailey. I love Housecats. I love being around them.
The restraint.
Yep. It's so. I love
Calico King.
The Calico King. Yep. So cat.
Don't say it, Chris. Don't say it.
Little cats. Go ahead, Chris.
Nope. It's Easter. I'm trying to be more Christian and stuff.
That's right. Be Christian. Yes.
Calico. No, wasn't thinking Calico King. No, I was not.
The Prince of
a certain
there you go.
maybe.
There you go. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yep.
All right.
Sean Pastor.
I picked a cat from my number 1 too, but I want Battle Cat.
Nice. That's
I want
not cheating.
A big
That's
warrior pussy to ride around town and
nice.
Just smite my enemies.
I do love Battle Cat. That's why I got the hippo, because I could, you put the helmet
Battle
on
Hippo, Battle Cat.
Fuck
Battle
you
Hippo.
up.
Yep.
No,
I'll ride that bitch to Worcester.
Oh.
My number 1, I picked a sloth.
Tree sloth?
Just a sloth. Just hang on the couch, shooting some cheese balls, watch Netflix.
Probably closest to my personality. Yeah.
Yep.
That's basically what Chewy does. He just sits on the couch and I feed him cheese balls and we watch TV. So that's it.
Balls.
So yeah, sloth.
Nice.
Okay, so Sean had orangutans, capybaras, which I just looked up a picture of and it's interesting looking.
Yep.
They're cute.
Wait, that's not a woman?
No, it's a
not Kathy.
llama rat dog looking thing. Yeah, Kathy. I looked up Kathy Baez. It's some lady that was in Boca Raton.
There you go. Yep.
And the almighty Housecat.
Yep.
Chris had BJ from BJ and the Bear, the chimp, Crypto the super dog, and Battle Cat. And I had hippopotamus, red panda, and sloth.
Awesome.
So thank you for joining us on this sleepy, tired pre-Easter Saturday. Wherever you're listening, whether it's audio or video, if you could hit the little like thing, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, anything you want. If you do that, you want to go to another medium and do it there too, and just keep repeating the fact over and over and over again. Because we need.
Please forward this directly to Big Cat Rescue.
No.
And follow us on Twitter at FMN37, and we'll see you whenever Netflix does something else kooky. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Later.